Best greetings from Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. My name is Victor Fursov, and today I am in the apiary of Ukrainian beekeeper Vasyl Priyatelenko. I am very pleased to tell you about this beehive, which is very interesting, effective, efficient and healthy for honeybees. You see, honeybees were very busy today, and of course were a little bit irritated, because I'm going to tell you about these beehives. And these beehives are modeled with his initiative, with his interest in inventing different, very special, modified comb frames which are inside these beehives. And of course, beehives were invented many years ago, centuries ago. For example, here in this book, all the history of beehives and beekeeping technology in Ukraine described Bondarchuk, Solomka. And of course, you know that first Ukrainian beekeeper who described beehive with movable frames, Petro Prokopovich. He lived in Ukraine 200 years ago, not 2000, but beekeeping was invented over 2000 years ago. So Prokopovich, he is a great inventor, and 3 volumes of his books were published in Ukraine. But nevertheless, there is a space for new inventions, and these inventions, they were introduced here in this type of beehive. You can see here 2 different types of beehives. One beehive is a big one, and one 3-story beehive. Because they are different, because actually this is multi-story beehive which is very effective, and the latest modification, this is beehive with 8 frames in each story, in each box. And by the way, all these advantages were developed here because very special structure of beehive inside beehive. And this beehive was presented already in APIMONDIA 2013 in Kiev, in Ukraine, where this very honorable Beekeeping Congress was arranged and organized here in Kiev. And next Beekeeping Congress will be organized in September-October 2017 this year in Istanbul in Turkish Republic. We are planning to come over there, so we are planning to develop our crowdfunding collecting company for money to come to this very honorable Beekeeping Congress to represent this beehive, just naturally to be there together with beehive, to show the beehive at exhibition, and also to show at exhibition the honey which was collected and harvested in this beehive, so an exhibition. So we invite you to participate in crowdfunding company which is on internet, just to collect money for this meeting, because it needs to collect sufficient amount of money. Of course, I provide you this my contacts, this my email. You fancy a Gmail, or you contact me on Skype, Zemisan. This is my Skype, and in the page of crowdfunding initiative you can read all details about our beehive, this beehive of Vasyl Priyatelenko, because he is making it itself, not here in the apiary, but in his special factory. So all details were done by his hands. So that's why he is inventor, and I'm studying and making research on biological features of this beehive, how bees are living there, how it's useful and healthy for honeybees, how bees becoming more resistant against some diseases and against varroa mite. There are a lot of good advantages, and it was described in his short books like this, and some details were described in abstracts of international congresses, APIMONDIA and APISlavia. We participated in APISlavia in Turkish Republic in 2014. And of course, I will tell you, for example, a few words about beehive. If you are interested, to be short, I will read it, because, and actually, for beginning, the honeybee colony is initially hived inside a large brood box with 8 narrow high comb frames in this beehive. So this is first model. This responds to natural parameters in construction of honeybee colony nest. The colony development. For development, there are 2 additional stories with 8 narrow high comb frames. We put 1 story down there and 1 on the top. On the top will be story for collecting honey, and down there for development of brood. The middle box consists 12 narrow high comb frames, and upper super story will be with 8 narrow high frames which are used for storage and harvesting honey. Here we don't have this third box, but here this is already with the third box on the top, because in this model we have 8 frames in the middle, 8 frames in the down box, and 8 frames on the top. But the most important feature is modified beehive construction, the use of 2 types of high frames. Here, 1 frame is very high and 1 is narrow, and they are put in a right angles to the narrow high frames, and the space between frames only between 1 millimeter or 3 millimeters. And frames, they're all these stories in a crossed position like that. A very important feature of this hive, the special construction of a frame. The upper part of frame or top bar, I already showed it in some video, is very unique because of it's made of an N-framed, N-shaped crossed section with a size 7 millimeters to 7 millimeters. And used wax foundation is a standard with a size 410 millimeters on 260 millimeters, and it's put inside the special groove in metal bar. So metal bar is a special feature of these comb frames. And I must underline that crossed way positioning of chambers like this, and hence the frames inside they contain is the unique design which is providing natural and integral wax connection throughout the nest, and this feature considerably reduces the tendency of colony to swarm. And our observation showed that this honeybee nest keeps the integrity throughout the seasons, and is providing for beekeeper a very useful method to control the colony development and analysis of beehive. It's considered that this new method of hive construction appropriately allows the bees to replicate the conditions of what the wild colony living inside the hollow tree. It has been noticed that in this modified beehive, the honeybee colony is almost completely provided with water it needs for the condensation of collected nectar from the condensation and from the humidity inside, a hive enduring for all 4 seasons. And this new construction creates a natural microclimate in honeybee nest inside beehive that significantly increases the productivity of honeybee colony. And it's the most important, it helps provide the honeybee brood with a resistance against some diseases and against varroa. So this technology doesn't require significant increase in the cost of a hive production, nor for its maintenance throughout the years. So this beehive is really unique, effective and healthy for honeybees. So thank you for watching. Welcome to our crowdfunding initiative. Support us and support our participation in APIMONDIA 2017 in Turkish Republic in Istanbul, and watch our other video from apiary. I'm sure you will find something interesting, especially for you. Especially it will be interesting to watch video when Vasyl Priyatelenko was taking off all these comb frames with the honey. The harvesting period in August. This was really great. Harvest was really great from these beehives. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, press likes, subscribe to my channel, and write your comments and write your questions. And also Vasyl Priyatelenko is ready to supply this type of beehives worldwide. If you make your orders, he will do beehives especially for you. Write your comments and ask your private questions on my email, as I said, or my Skype. Good luck and see you soon as a subscriber and follower of our ideas and our crowdfunding initiative. Don't forget, I will give you a link down there under this video. Thank you for watching.